Welcome back to your home garage, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about a license plate that is literally cracking and tearing. Now honestly, I've never experienced this before, so this is literally a first for me. As you can see, the license plate metal is cracking and tearing with no signs of rocks or other physical damage that would cause the license plate to start tearing this way. As it seems to be getting worse every ride, I fear that it will break or shear off on a ride one day. Since my daughter also rides this bike, I just don't want her to deal with this, especially if she were to be pulled over for a missing license plate. Since these vertical cracks or tears start near the top center of the plate and continue almost all the way to the bottom with no direct impact, such as scrapes, gouges, or bent plate, it's likely caused by stress. So, motorcycle license plates experience constant vibration, hence the reason for stress, especially from parallel twins, singles, or inline fours at high RPMs. Over thousands of kilometers, the aluminum hardens and could eventually crack. And a common fatigue pattern is the cracks being near the top edge, which mine are. Another stress point could be rigid license plate brackets. Now, this EVOTECH Performance Tail Tidy Kit is a quality bracket, but aftermarket tail tidies can transmit more vibration than the larger OEM fender assembly because there's less material to absorb it. And if the plate isn't supported along the bottom, then it flexes repeatedly. Another stress point could be the over tightening of the mounting bolts. Now, if the two upper screws were tightened too much, they can create stress points. The plate then flexes between those 2 points until it cracks. As you can see, my two mounting bolts are on the far outside of the slots, but I'm going to change that to the middle position when I replace the license plate. Another stress factor could be wind loading. Now, at highway speeds, which I tend to do a lot of highway riding, the plate oscillates, combined with engine vibration equals accelerated fatigue. And if it's not due to stress or the metal being fatigued, then the only other thing I could think of is just a manufacturing defect. Occasionally, a plate has an internal weakness or becomes brittle over time. Though this is likely less common, I could tell you that this plate feels like a lighter quality compared to a car license plate. Now, to remedy this, I did have to get another license plate from my local registry office, but I will do some modifications on the install to hopefully assist with this fatigue in the future. I'm going to use these neoprene grommet washers that I picked up at Home Depot. My hope is it lessens the amount of vibration, which aids in the fatigue. I'm going to position this towards the middle of the slot so then that way the license plate can expand and contract freely. I won't over tighten the mounting screws either, just snug them up. And I'll also adjust the EVOTECH bracket system to add more support towards the backing plate. Now, I did look through some owner forums and discussions about the 2024, 2025 Honda CBR 650R and the EVOTECH Performance Tail Tidy system. Now, I didn't find any widespread pattern or license plate cracking like mine, but some forums did have discussions and reports on license plates completely shearing off, with vibration being identified as the likely cause rather than wind alone. So let's remove the current license plate. Now let's remove the license plate arms off the EVOTECH system. Now I'm going to reposition those arms on the back of the EVOTECH system. I'm purposely installing the mounting bolts in the middle of the plate slot and in the middle of the EVOTECH system to allow for expansion and contraction. By moving the mounting arms to the back of the EVOTECH system, this actually allowed the backing plate to be flush against the back of the license plate. Last thing to do is to snug up all four bolts if you feel the fitment and alignment is perfect. As a comparison, you can see where the bolts used to be on my last plate, which were on the far outside. Now they're in the middle with those rubber grommets. With the mounting brackets repositioned at the back of the EVOTECH system, this should help with the wind load. And the license plate is now firmly pressed against the backing plate. There you have it. Now, I have high hopes that this modification will solve my issue and won't leave my daughter or myself trying to explain to an officer that there truly was a license plate on the back of this bike. So make sure you help to keep this channel going by hitting that like button, sharing this video with a friend. Also, please comment below as I reply to all. Plus, don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time on your home garage.